So okay, I'm gonna start now.
Okay.
Can you guys see my screen? Yeah, me what? All good, right? Yeah. Okay. So good morning, everyone. Nice to see you all here. Today I'm gonna talk and share a little bit of my knowledge and experiences about studying and living in the United States, especially in California. So yeah, so here's the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco. Oops. So welcome to Hollywood. So this is the overview scope of the contents that I'm going to talk about from the presentation. So I'm going to share a little bit about myself, my profile, and after that, I'm going to talk about the United States higher education system. And after that, I'm going to talk about the college application process that I did. And after that, I'm going to talk about the academic challenges, the internships in the United States, and the part-time opportunities in the United States. And lastly, about California mostly. And after that, I'll do the Q&A sessions. So here comes a little bit introduction about myself. So my name is Lin Htet Aung, also known as Brian. You guys can call me Brian. I'm now pursuing the associate degree of business management and administration at Urban Valley College. I'm right now in my sophomore year. I'm also the alumni of YCD Academic Fellowship in the team of Environmental and Natural Resource Management. And for that team, I studied at East Center, Hawaii. So a little bit about YCD. YCD is the fully funded program by United States Department of State, which empowers youths from Southeast Asia region to study at different universities across the United States regarding with different themes. So that is one thing. And after that, currently I'm working as real estate and property management intern with Project Destiny at Century 21 Los Angeles, which is the real estate and property management company. Moreover, I'm also the 2 scholarship recipient from Urban Valley College Foundation. So this is a little bit intro about myself. Yeah. So moving on, I'm gonna talk about the United States higher education system. So roughly, we could say that there are about 3 tracks in the United States higher education system. So the first one is the university direct track. The second one is the community college track. And the last one is the vocational study, or what we can also call like a career education system. So so regarding with the university track, the university direct track, it is really simple. After your high school graduation, you can just apply to a university that you want to attend, and then if they accept you, you can just attend it. But it is simple just for their United States citizens. But for the international students, they could ask for equivalent high school certificates or GCE scores or IGCSE scores and even SAT scores. So so that is a little bit complicated and complex, mostly for the international students, because they demand a lot of scores and certificates. So that's why I include here the community college track, which is really popular and famous among like international students community. In that second track, community college track, you have to attend that community college for 2 years. So after 2 years, you will get the associate degree. After you get the associate degree, you can transfer to the university, and then you can do the bachelor degrees only with the 2 years. The reason why this community college track is really popular among international students is that it is really affordable and cheap for the like middle class families. So we can easily pursue the associate degree and also transfer to the university and even get our bachelor degrees with kind of like the lower amount than the university track. Because if we attend a community college, it is only like $10,000 US per year, but for the university, it is at least $25,000 US per year. So it is kind of like a huge difference between these 2 tracks. So the last one is the vocational study or the career education system that most of the community colleges offer. Here, they are kind of like some kind of population, some kind of population who are not really interested to pursue a bachelor or the associate degree. They don't want to study anymore. So that is like the vocational study programs. So it is kind of like a certificate, like professional certification programs. It only takes for like 2 years. So you can pursue the majors like applied electrical, applied mechanics, moreover agriculture and environmental technologies, and logistics, and etc. Those kind of like the studies that you can instantly apply after 2 years. You can just go straight into the workforce and then work as you like, but they will just give you just for the just the certification, not same as the bachelor degree or the associate degree. So it is kind of like the vocational study program. So roughly there are 3 tracks: university tracks, community college tracks, and lastly vocational study tracks. So you can choose whatever you want if you're going to attend the United States higher education system. So here are some well-known universities, especially only in the California, not the whole United States. Okay, so there are like 2 part, private part and then the public part. I include this one because there is a difference between the private and the public. So here, private one are the Stanford University, which is like the the world #1 university in the world #1 university in the world, Stanford University, and moreover University of Southern California, University of San Francisco, University of San Diego, and also the Chapman University. And there are many more private universities located in the California. And on the public side, the University of California, Berkeley, University of California, Los Angeles, University of Southern California, and also California State University, Long Beach, and also the California State University, Fullerton. So the difference between the private and the public one, the private one is really prestigious and also really expensive even for the United States citizens to attend, because they like really and also the acceptance rate is like only 2 to 3%. It means only for like Stanford and the Southern only for like USCs, not for all private universities. But the thing is that for the private universities, they mostly accept the students who wanna go straight into the university system, not from the community college grad. But for the public side, you can just if you're attending the community college, there's a program called like transfer admission guarantee programs in community colleges to transfer to the public universities. Because if you do those kind of programs in your community college, your transfer is already guaranteed that you will just get into those public universities and do your bachelor degree. So it is really easy and feasible for most of the students from the community colleges just to transfer to one of the public universities and do their bachelor degrees. So yeah, that's it. And this is my college application process. So I'm attending at the community college, which is called Avant Valley College. So so these are the steps that I have to do when I was applying for my community college. For information, I applied for 4 community colleges and I got accepted into all of them, but I chose the Avant Valley College. So when I started to apply for community college, I have to firstly download the college application form and fill out that form. It is kind of like just filling out your personal information and your academic history. Where did you graduate? Where's your high school graduation? When is your high school graduation, and where is it located? Your country, just those kind of stuffs. And after that, you have to attach your proof of high school completion certificate, the notary one, and after that you have to provide English proficiency test score like TOEFL, Duolingo, and SAT for for which kind of test score that you have to provide, you have to check the website of the community college that you are considering to apply. So just check out those. There are a lot of information on every website of the community colleges, so you can easily check out over there, and then just take it the one that you need to, and then just attach in your application process. And lastly, the last one are like your personal documents, your passport, your high school transcripts, or if you are high school transcripts, and also if you are also like in the middle of the university, some kind of university, you can just attach the your high school your university transcripts. Is fine. So this is the overall college application process, and it is really easy. It is not really difficult as the university one. If you are going to apply to the direct university, you have to provide some kind of SAT scores, and also if you are from the Southeast Asia region, I think so. If they are not really accredited one, if your high school is not really accredited one, you have to provide some kind of verification. You have to go through the verification process from the World Education Service or something like that. Yeah. So other than that, I would like to share about the academic challenges that I have to face during my studies here. So the very first one that I have to face is that I have to try so hard to understand about the credit system, because the background that I came from is from Myanmar, which is which doesn't really use that credit system. So I have to really try hard and adapt to the system. So here, so how it works is that here, not only in the community colleges, but also in the universities, they count as one subject is equivalent to average to like 3 to 4 units. So if you're taking the 5 subjects which are worthy of 3 units in a semester, you are doing 15 units per semester. So if you're doing the 15 units per semester, let's say you are doing the 15 units for this semester, and if you want to get a bachelor degree, you have to fulfill the 120 units of 120 units equivalent of subjects. And then if you have fulfilled that 120 units, you will get a bachelor degree. That is equivalent for all community colleges and the university throughout the United States. So it is kind of like it's kind of like all equal. So if you have fulfilled that 120 units requirement, you will get a bachelor degree. That's it. So moving on to the learning system. So here it is kind of like a big adaptation that I have to do, because I also attended a university in Myanmar, but it is not really the student-centered teaching and learning system. So here you have to do by yourself. You have to study by yourself, and no one's gonna help you. No one's gonna really babysit while you're studying. So here professors are just for like guiding the ways and giving feedbacks on your works, projects, and on your assignments. And they won't even tell you how to start and how to initiate your project or work. You have to just brainstorm by yourself, and then you have to do all the work by yourself, and then you have to show them a result. If you show them a result, if it is wrong, they will guide the way that it should be done. So it is like really student-centered, self-centered. You have to make effort by yourself to make a good to make a good out of it, the learning system. So the next challenge that I have to face is the research, which is the really basic demand skill here. It is really important. The reason why I included in this one is that I came from the background. Who is not really strong in that research skills. So here, whenever you're studying and whatever you're doing, you have to do research for everything. So in most of the major specific subject, you have to do research every single time while you're studying. So even if you're doing a homework or the assignment, you you have to at least do a research for that one, because if you can do the research, your result will not be the best that you expect. So here they provide you with a lot of library resources, and you can also access to online library. So every community colleges have their own online library resources. So they have provided you everything that you need. You can just dive into that pool of resources and then just research and do your work at your best. So that's it. And moreover, you can also go and get help from major specific help centers and tutors. So you can just barge into their offices and then ask for their works. Is that right or is that wrong? But you have to at least show your initiation, and you have to at least show your some part of your work, some part of the research work. So it's kind of like the biggest challenge that I have to face here. So it is another one is not really a challenge. It is kind of like the experience that I encounter here. So here, as you guys know, United States that like democracy country, right? So here the freedom of speech is, you can get the full potential of freedom of speech. You can fully express yourself and your opinion wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you're saying. So you don't need to be afraid and scared of anyone. You can just openly express your opinion, but not in the way of insulting someone, but in the way of like having respect for everyone, like for the whole society. So at the same time, you have to be ready for rebuttal and the criticism that you could face just because of your comments, because there's going to be someone who is not really on the same page with your opinion and with your perspective. So you have to be ready for that. So the reason that I included here is that I encountered with a fight between a teacher and a student, my classmates in one of my classes. They long story short, the student presented his opinion about the research that he made. But the thing is that from the teacher's point of view, she told him that it is not really relevant. It is not really enough for her to approve his decision to include that kind of fact in his work. But from the student's perspective, he kind of spent like three to 4 days to get that kind of result. So he is kind of he could give a lot of evidences and a lot of backup points that he could argue with the teacher. So it is kind of like the debate just in front of all of the class, all of the students. So what I realized is that, we can just truly argue with our teachers here in the United States, but I haven't seen one back in my country, Myanmar. So I'm just exaggerating about this.
Yeah. I see. I know it. Here, like in Myanmar, we cannot like talk back to the teachers, right? To the tutors or teachers. Yeah, not only exactly. Questioning, just talk back. It's not okay. It's really okay.
Yeah, I know. So moving on to the another one. That is kind of that is about the internships, finding internships in the United States. So I'm now working as the real estate and property management intern at Century 21 Los Angeles. So so how I'll share about how I could achieve that internship here during my studies. So the channels, I think you all probably know that their LinkedIn is the #1 prioritized channel that you go up if you want to find a job, if you want to find an opportunity, for a career. So obviously LinkedIn. I also got that opportunity from LinkedIn. The other channels are like, you can just make connections, good connections, good relationships with your professors. And as they are also, most of the professors, they are also teaching in the universities or the community colleges. Outside of that teaching career, they are also working, in real field. So you can get connections from those professors, and then you can get some kind of career opportunities from them. So the channels are one of the channels is the professors. Another one is the students information sharing groups, Discord. Here every universities and every community colleges have their own Discord channels in which students' bodies share about information a lot on those channels. So you can just log onto those channels and then get notified about those opportunities out there. So, and the last one is the job fairs. The job fairs. I think you guys know about the job fairs. It is kind of like the same as in Southeast Asia, so it's not really different from here. So the another one that I want to include is the challenges. Challenges why I was applying for the internship. So the challenges is that I applied for that internship from LinkedIn. So whenever I go search for a job on LinkedIn, for a job based in the United States, it is kind of like when the job is posted like about 30 minutes ago, it is already full of applicants, around like at least 1,000 applicants, 2,000 applicants. So it is kind of like a huge pool. It is really competitive for every undergrads, not only for undergrads but also for like postgrads, because the recession is coming in the future, so everyone is desperate, really desperate for the jobs, even for the undergrads. So it is really a huge pool, and it is really competitive for all of the students to at least get a job here. So you have to undergo a lot of interviews. Not for me, I have to go through 2 interviews and then 1 panel discussion to get that internship. So I want you all to know that it is really intensive here, but I believe that you guys are doing really fine, because if you're really getting involved in open, like kind of open photo code, like international organization, it is really fine, because I'm also involved in open for about 2 years ago. So that is kind of like a great experience for me. So I could talk about those kind of experiences, like international experiences or international working experiences in those panel discussions and interviews. So that is kind of like the strengths that you could build during your undergrad studies. So yeah, I'm also struggling here. So yeah, there are a lot of challenges why I'm finding for the internship in the United States. I just got I applied for like more than 10 to 15 internships, but I just got reply for 3 and I got into 1. So I'm kind of lucky. So the working experiences in the United States, so it is really challenging, because you have to be in the same team with the people kind of like from Harvard, MIT, Stanford. So it is really challenging for you to to compete with those guys. But if you are really open-minded, and if you're really interested in what you are doing, I think it is really fine. Moreover, the working environment is really diverse, because the United States is really a diverse country, a dynamic country. So you can really be like how can I say, like you can really be conservative. You have to be diverse and dynamic all the time. And moreover, here in the United States, the working experience is also demanding the research skills. You can just go into there and you can just learn. You can tell them like, I would like to learn from here, because nobody's really gonna teach you like by sitting by yourself. So you have to do by yourself. You have to research by yourself and then go up to there and ask questions to there. So if you have the questions, just shoot them and then they will respond you with an answer. That is kind of like the culture here. Yeah, working culture here. So yeah. So that is about the internships in the United States. So I think most of the international students is really curious, and mostly they ask about this question. Can we do part-time jobs, part-time opportunities here? So I would like to answer. So here I see that there's only including me, it is only 8 participants. So I'm gonna answer in 2 ways. So you can see I only include the legal part here. So first of all, I'd like to talk about the legal one, and then I'm going to talk about the illegal one. So the legal one is that you can legally work part-time jobs in the United States on campus, only on campus, not like the other countries like in Australia. I think in Australia and UK, you can work for like 20 hours or 20 hours to 40 hours out of the campus. It is legal, but not here. You can work outside of the campus, outside of your study hours. So if you get caught, you will be deported. You will be banned from the United States. So part-time jobs, part-time opportunities on campus is the legal opportunities that every international student can pursue. So it could be not only it could be the voluntary or the paid jobs, but most of the jobs are paid jobs because they know that students are really desperate for the paid jobs. So for the part-time jobs, you can work 20 hours per week, and you can get 13 to 15 bucks per hour. So it is kind of like pretty good if you get a job. And the very big advantage if you get a part-time job on campus is that you will get a social security number, which is like the legalized one. So if you get a social security number, you can it's kind of like your ID card. And then moreover, if you have the social security number here, you can do a lot of things because if you are really interested in crypto, you can buy crypto here with the social security number. If you're really interested in stock exchange, you can invest in stocks here. And if you that is kind of like the digital things. But if you don't have that social security number, you can't really buy. You can easily buy crypto or invest in stocks. Moreover, if you want to drive Uber or Lyft or Uber Eats, you can drive the social security number. So that is the another way, the illegal one. Here, most of the international students really work end the table part-time jobs, which is not really which is illegal. So you can just go up to one of let's say you can just go up to one of the managers of the restaurant, and then you can just ask for a job. If you guys are fine with the negotiations, you can just work there. Like, it is not the legal one. It is just a mutual understanding between you and the business owners. So yeah, that's it. If you want to work illegal, that is also fine, but you have to make sure that you won't get caught by your community college or university or by the Department of State. So yeah, that is about the part-time jobs. So here's the a little bit overview of the California. So the weather is California weather is really great. It's really great. It's not really too hot. It's not really too dry. It's not really too wet. So we have like spring, summer, and winter. For the people from Myanmar, you guys know Pyongyang, right? The weather is exactly the same with Pyongyang. Most of the time, it is the same with Pyongyang. So that the temperature, if I have to put in temperature, it is kind of like between 18 to 28 degrees Celsius. And during summer, it can be up to 40 degrees Celsius, but it is really okay to live because the summer is just for like 2 to 3 months, and the temperature when it is up to like 40 degrees Celsius just for like 2 to 3 weeks, so it's okay. The weather is really nice to choose compared to other states. And moving on to the transportation, there's like bus and metro, but it is only convenient in large cities like LA and San Francisco, because like California is a really big state. So you have if you're here in California, I think you have to buy a car, because a car is a must for your transportation here, for your convenience. But if you're the first timer here, you can just rely on the public buses, but it will consume a lot of your time. But you can rely on that public transportation, like public buses. And most of the international students that I see here, like if they are the first timer here, like if they are in the very first 3 months, they just use that e-bike, scooter, or bike to just go through their schools, just go to their colleges. So it is really fine. So it is about the transportation. And in regard with accommodation, most of the universities have their dorms, but for the community colleges, most of the community colleges don't have dorms. So you have to find your house, you have to find the housing by yourself. But there's the homestay applications on the community college website, so you can just search over there. Or if you don't want to search, if you don't want to do the homestay, you can just search about the housing apartments on these kind of apps like Zillow, apartments.com, and Facebook Marketplace, etc. You can just change your like VPN status to United States, and then I think you can just search it on the Facebook Marketplace because you can find a really good deal over there. So it is about accommodation. So here, if I have to put it in the expense, the accommodation is around like at least $900 per month, and it can be up to like around 1,500 to 1,800. So I didn't include about the food. As you know, United States is really a really diverse country. You can find a lot of food here. European food, Italian food, Korean food, Japanese food, a lot of food here. So you can just search on Google Maps and then just go to the restaurant that you like and then just taste it out. So that is about, that is a little bit intro about the California. So yeah, that's all for my presentation. And I hope you guys get a little bit about the life in the United States, the life of a student in the United States. So if you guys have questions, you can just shoot me here.